Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Please Don't Touch Anything 3D. So, as it is, we've gotten, in the first recording of 45 minutes, I believe is how long it was, we already got quite a few things already collected. In fact, I even know the one more ending that we can do right now, but after that, it's time, because I just played the other game, for me to move ahead and just use a walkthrough. I kind of screwed myself, for lack of a better term. Here's City Boom. So where would we put City Boom? In here? We'd need a reader. A floppy disk reader. Where would there be a floppy disk reader in the game? Well, that's a different ending, and that was like the most difficult one. So what I want to do is 311-399-2364. So 3. Do we have to take the hand? This off first? Yes. 311-399, and then 2364. Okay. We've got a modem. Where do we plug in modem in? Well, I thought I would get something else different than that. So let's go ahead and reset. Let's just go through the list then. Clearly, I thought I'd be able to figure out a solution, but this is going to be the part of the problem. So the first ending, the first 3 endings we already did. Peaceful ending, don't touch anything. Wait 3 minutes after the guy leaves again. Do not hit the restart button until you get the achievement. Next you get press the button 20 times for the disobedience shutdown ending. Well, let's see. Disobedience achievement. 3 is the nuke ending. Flick the press the button, flick the switch, press the button. Next we have the demon ending, which is to do 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, and then pull the switch to the left, and then 8, 2, 6, 7, 8, 2, 6, 7. Alright. Make a 5-pointed star with the buttons. You can only push 5 buttons. I tried this and failed miserably. So the image here, I have to zoom in. I see what I did wrong. It wants me to do this and then skip just 1 line instead of 2 lines to make this, and then do the outer second buttons to do that. This feels like this might be an Axiom Verge reference, or it could just be a demon reference. So, having headphones on, this is creepy, to say the least. And so that's the demon ending. Now, I think there's a happy demon ending that changes that image at some point, but we'll just move forward with the next thing. Let's see. Next is the Illuminati ending, which in this case is not going to reset the game and exit out, which that was kind of a mistake of the original game, the non 3D version of it. So you break that, nothing changes over here. You click on this. And so now you have a 3D image. It's the same symbol spinning around. It's the key, the wave, the eye, and the hourglass. So they didn't change. And here's the reset switch. And it's just, you're in the same area, you're just seeing it. So it's just inside of you or right in front of you. That's a lot better than having it exit out for kind of no reason. Particularly having the Illuminati ending be really just the 5th ending makes it feel like you've done everything in the game, which is totally not true. The 6th ending is the Back to the Past ending, which we already did, and then the Back to the Future ending, which we already did, and then now is the reverse ending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice how the Papers, Please passport just disappears. Unscrew the panel. Alright. So, where it says here, grab your hammer, it's GRYB. So it's green, red, yellow, blue. Green, red, yellow, blue. And then that's the reverse ending. And it makes a lot more sense now that everything is upside down and gravity just falls downward. And you can see even the trash balls are here. So the only thing that doesn't fall is this banner, and this wind fog effect is still going upward. Is there anything else to worry about? Where's the printer? Like, the printer would have been here, and it just fell. It must have fallen back behind this. This isn't going the opposite direction either. Because if the printer was upside down, that would actually be helpful later on. And it certainly goes to show that they were thinking things through, trying to make this a lot easier. With this upside down, it doesn't change anything, but they're trying to make it pretty obvious that you should consider everything upside down, at least for a brief second. There's a radio. Of course, you can't do anything, so you just gotta reset it, and that's still the weird yin-yang ending. Alright, a lot of these we've seen before. Black hole ending, press the button twice, then bring up the lever again, because that's what we do always. 3, 1, 2, 2, 1. I think at this point there's no reason that it shouldn't just be a rewind to this point, like, because I don't think there's any ending that wouldn't at least benefit from these being unlocked. Pull the lever to the left, input 8267. Yeah, 8267. 8267. Now, let's see. Look at the left side of the poster. It has a number of steps top to bottom, which is 1, 2, 4, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 4, 4. So 1, 2, 4, 4. You know, it frankly at this point would have been hard to remember what I've done and what I haven't. So a lot of this would have been a scenario where I would have just put in the same code and got the same ending over and over again. And that would have been annoying. This is cool looking, but you don't really get a good look at it, unfortunately. So that's the black hole ending. Next is the robot ending, or the bender ending. 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. These codes are different from the original game. Pull it to the left. Oh wait, nope, that was wrong. Pull it to the right was what I was supposed to do. 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. There we go. That's how you get the bender. The word dots under don't do it is highlighted when we scan. So then you input the code, which is the color of the dots, with red dots being 0 and blue dots being 1. I wonder if maybe they programmed it so it would work in the exact opposite too. So like if you put in the red dots being 1 and the blue dots being 0, that would be helpful, because there's really, I don't think, any indicator here. Like, I really don't see anything that would indicate to me that red equals 0 and blue equals 1. There's a pentagram on the clock. Let's see. Wave, and then I, and then key. Still haven't found the scanner. Alright. So yeah, there's not really an indicator. So good thing I'm cheating. 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 coordinates to that. Then zoom out. Really should just take the control of the camera away. I like how every time you destroy the world, you get real indication that you're destroying the world and it's not just a video game or simulation. Although, it might be better if that reveal only happened halfway through the game. So the first few endings that you would be likely to get don't give you an indication. Notice now it says kill all humans with a Z, and that in no way looks like Bender. But they didn't patch or remove for sale the original game, so maybe the Bender code was just too weird, too old of a reference. So, like the next ending is the alien ending, and like all the endings, they after the 5th one, you pretty much time. So, press the long red button on the printer to see the correct code. The correct code will be bottom left, upper left, upper left. Bottom left, upper left, upper left, bottom left. Okay. Bottom left, upper left, upper left, bottom left. that's the alien ending. And we may have already gotten that one. Getting screaming and such. No, we hadn't. So we're just powering through this. Let's see. Next we have the meteor ending. Switch over here to the 10-digit keypad. A lot of this clearly is inspired by keep talking and nobody explodes with all the different inputs. Except for this has the opposite goal of making everybody explode. I think this probably is a little bit slower of a game than that game is, and keep talking only really works if you're playing with friends, and it only works for a short while before you get bored or you've memorized all the solutions and then you're speedrunning the game. 8, 2, 6, 7 again. Again, that may be one of 2 solutions that you ever put into this. Let's see. 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, which the UV light over here, what the UV light would have given me that code. So 3, 1, 2, 1, and that opens what? The musical panel. The buttons are 1 on the left, according to this walkthrough, 2 in the middle, and 3. That makes sense. So then you play 3, 3, 2, and you don't have to do this in any rhythm, thank goodness. 1, 1, 1, and then 2, 3. And it is the rhythm that's playing right now. No, kind of. I'm glad that there's no more interaction with that, because that would have been annoying. But all the new endings clearly are going to be past the 15 original endings. So if we are really just powering through the same endings that you would have gotten in the first game, with the slight difference of the just the same endings you would have gotten with well, there's different solutions now, but it's the same endings. So this time it wants us to get the screensaver. It wants us to use it on the small hatch on the screen, and then press the small button to switch to this interface. And then the UV light would have shown the Fibonacci sequence over here. That's what it wants us to put in. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 13. They didn't change the Fibonacci sequence to some lesser known sequence that people wouldn't recognize. People, I think, would barely even recognize the Fibonacci sequence. Yep, and yeah, we summoned Cthulhu. 97.2 still. Like, there's really only a few times when the coloring of the room, the lighting of the room changes so you can read it. But there's actually many endings in which you can. Alright. So the next ending I think is new, called the plantation ending. Press the button twice and put everything up to the last code. So 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Nope, that's not right. Try that again. 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. And that opens this 4-button panel with the note, don't do it. Instead of the correct code from the printer, use the opposite code, which would be the upper right, bottom right, upper right. Right. And that's funny because that ending in particular would only work if we had accidentally put in the code. If you figured out the right code and put it in, you would almost never think about putting it in backwards. So they're really hoping for that you make a mistake there. Now, I believe this ending actually is what was called the panda ending in the other walkthrough. So we've already done this. So instead of doing 276, I'm just gonna jump to the happy demon ending, which is 666, which should be easy as long as we can just hold down the button. The fastest in the Wild West achievement still exists, so I don't know if you really would have to have clicked the button all 276 times in less than a minute, or if you just have to get the number inputted in the right place in that time. Let's see. There you go. And so this is, I think, going to change to a happy demon. Alright. So we just need to stick with the keys. And this one broken screen doesn't mean anything. I don't think there was an onk here. So yeah. Got it. And we've just got meat cubes. So this feels like Super Meat Boy reference. I guess I didn't really get that in the original game. And that's supposed to be the happy demon ending? Okay. That one's sitting on top of something. That one's sitting on top of the trash thing. That, like, these all replaced things that were in the world. Yeah. And it did replace it. Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna just double check to see how long we've got to go. Next ending, since we're skipping around, would be the City Boom ending, which that's the one I could not get done. So unless they made this easier, I don't know how we're gonna do this. 8008, which brings the time panel out. Press the red button 14 more times for the hammer. Grab the hammer and use it on the drawer. Okay. Pick up the floppy and put it in the slot. Oh yeah, there is a slot there, isn't it? So that looks more like a 3.5 floppy slot than a 5 1/4 floppy slot, but whatever. For a screen to drop bond. Alright. I missed one. And it feels like this might be a little bit more responsive. But yeah, we're still probably in a bad position. Yeah. Am I gonna crash? I'm gonna crash this time. Yeah. So, yeah. Getting that ending. You have to blow up all the parts of the building to get to an ending. Once you beat the minigame, the words that read "You dropped all bombs" have a hidden code. The letters are YRBB, are the 4 letters that are important for a later ending. To get the red bearing achievement, complete the minigame without missing any building block. Which, I mean, that's just gonna suck because unless I can reset back into that, that's a lot of work to have to do the red bearing minigame, and you can't even reset it. It's like they could have done a lot of things to make that easier, frankly. The 16th inning ending is this one. We've already done the Blood Baby Binding of Isaac one. The 17th ending is the one you would have to do at 11:55. Let's see. Well, at the risk of screwing up a recording, I don't know why it would screw up a recording. Ooh, wait a minute. I don't even have to do it this time. I don't have to change my computer's clock. I just have to change the game clock. So, take this, smash that, and then drag this up. $11. So we're getting there. Alright, this is ding and ding. Alright, and so there we have our random generated thing. So 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. That is so much better than having to mess with the clock. Because, you know, when I'm streaming, I'm often uploading other videos to YouTube. Changing your clock could do that. But, let's see. Where are we supposed to put in the code now? Because it seems like it wants us to grab the ticket and put it over here. That's helpful. Use the Roman numerals here is where it wants us to put it. Okay. The code itself is on the ticket, goes from bottom to top. So 1 1 1 1 3 2. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 2. They really simplified that one. Made that a lot easier. Major improvement. Major improvement to the Death Star ending. Now, there is something I think to be said about if this part was obscured, you still would see a 4 and a 2, but you really wouldn't see a 0 and a 0. They've moved these around, so whatever code is replaced there is something we'd have to do. Oh, there's an achievement if you click 277 times, but you would get that obviously because you have to do 666 times on that dialer, so we've probably got that achievement. Right, so that leaves the 19th ending and up, and there's
great, thanks. You really helped me. Sorry it took so long.
where I think we're gonna end this.
Really? Like what? The apocalypse? You've got to have an education to run this machine. Let's go.
This feels like this guy's just... And then he closes the door on you and you can't leave. Which that would be the right solution, is just like, can you actually leave? And the answer is no. You're just stuck to the chair. This feels like this is an experiment in that there's cameras watching you the whole time. So, yeah, we've got a night. I'm going to just scroll down on this walkthrough and see how many endings are left. 30 with some additional achievements that, let's see, we could look at that. See, there's adjust logo. When using the UV light, answer on the machine is a 3x3 block symbol in an image above. Pause the game, then click on the 3 blocks that are not lit in the Escalation Studios logo. Press 1,000 buttons. Reset 100 times. If you put in... delete your save game. 10 secret phone numbers, one of which is 555-2368, and then there's a whole list here to go through. 8675309, that's Ginny. The Sausage King is 6529770. 555 Filk, F-I-L-K, or film. 555-0113, 555-6162, 555-0123, 213-555-4679, 636-555-3226, 555-0100, 505-503, 4455, 555-2368. So like 10. And then Perfectionist Achievement is just unlikely to ever get it. Let's see. The Perfectionist again would be almost impossible to do because of the Blood Baby and City Boom endings, which you have to do perfectly. And then there's an uninstall achievement for both of the the original game and the 3D version, it is just get all the other achievements, which, with that perfectionist achievement, is highly unlikely many people would get. So, yeah, we're going to go through this for another 30 minutes, and that's really all it should take to just follow the ending walkthroughs all the way done and get the ones we can get and achieve a level of satisfaction, I suppose. So, the Escalation Studio here, well, that just linked me to their website. Wait a minute, let's see. That's 4 quarters, his Escalation Studio. So, there. That was the achievement, was clicking that. Where there was a button in the pause menu in the original game that you clicked to get an achievement. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. I'm much happier with this improved version. It's probably a mistake, though, in my opinion, that they have the original version still available for sale. But I can't really argue against capitalism in a business trying to make money. They probably should remove it. There's a way on Steam, at least, to remove something from on sale, except for have it be bundled together, and that would have been better, frankly, is that you get both games by buying the new version. We want to put our best foot forward, should be their attitude, instead of having a chance that somebody who's new to your studio, new to your games, sees your old game and gets frustrated with it when you've already addressed those issues and fixed it in the 3D version. So yeah, I would bundle the 2 pages together, say you get both. Everybody who has the newest version gets the old game. Everybody who has the old game still owns the old game and can get coupons to buy the new game. That seems fair enough. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.